Okay, so how many of you would you say you've got an avoidant personality? I'm not big on labels, I'm big on getting past labels. But how many of you got an avoidant personality, especially with regards to social anxiety? I made a list here, just to help me do this video. When I had bad social anxiety in my 20s, and the title of here, this is how I felt. I didn't have a life because of my social anxiety. Forget about big success and business and losing weight. I didn't have a proper life. So what helped me to change my life was I had to face my fears to overcome being an avoidant person. Let me tell you the internal conversation that's making you an avoidant person, how you've got to change it. An avoidant person will think about things they've got to do, like meeting new people, job interviews, family gatherings, meeting with friends, going to the gym, traveling, making a YouTube video, starting a business. They'll get an internal conversation, and the conversation will say, I can't handle it. I can't handle it. I'm not in the mood. That's it. That is what is keeping you avoidant. You've got to override that and say, I can handle it. You've got to change your mindset, your heart set. You've got to change your relationship with fear. Some examples in how I've done this, because I want you guys and girls to take a practical approach. It's the only way you're going to solve this problem. You can't overcome being an avoidant person in most cases just by sitting around watching videos and just saying affirmations. You've got to physically take action. So in no chronological order, over the course of several years, I did boxing. I took up boxing. Boxing, oh my goodness, it saved my life. It made me face everything that frightened me. It made me really confident. I did traveling, amazing. Public speaking was on a different level like the boxing. I started a business. I started coaching other people. I got mentorship from other mentors. I went to the gym. I made new friends. I listened to motivation. I prayed a lot. I went to meet-up groups, then I ran my own meetups. I did swimming. I went to all the different hotels that intimidated me. I went to museums, theatres, day trips. So there's more. That is like the main list I'd done. If you wrote a list down of all the areas in your life where you're avoidant, where you know deep down in your own heart you should be facing these areas, you're losing out. We're all losing out. Because it's not just one-sided. When you're an avoidant person because of an anxiety disorder or shyness or insecurity or paranoia or trust issues or doubt or bullying from the past or trigger, all those things, low confidence, nervousness, not comfortable around people, people are losing out on the value that you've got. So you've got to make a list, and then you've got to attack that list by facing your fears and doing it gradually. Obviously it takes time. This is a habit. This is emotional discipline. It's mental discipline. It sounds a lot. I just like breaking it down because I know a lot of you appreciate that, and certain words mean different things to different people depending on where they're at right now. You've got to get past that, and you've got to be very careful about saying, I just said it earlier to get your attention, be careful what you tell yourself you are, because you'll become that. You're not that. For many years I used to tell myself I'm avoidant, I'm not attractive, I'm not intelligent, I'm a loser, I always fail, I always let people down. I let my parents down, I'm ashamed, I'm not good at things, everybody's better than me, I'm a loser. No, I was telling myself this because I wasn't changing that conversation, I wasn't taking action. So the unbelief, the lack of faith, the low self-esteem, the self-doubt, the paranoia, the emotional problems, the feeling unattractive, all of it come from not taking action. And obviously, the more action you take, the more that conversation changes. Hang on a minute, I can do it. I can do it because I've just done it. Of course you can do it. If your mind's telling you that you're not good enough and you can't go and socialise, you can't meet your family today, you can't meet a friend, you can't speak in front of YouTube, if you go and do it, even if you do it badly, let's say worst case scenario, you still did it. That's better than nothing. And I got all these realizations, all the real experience, sorry for a better word, from doing it. When I'd done things, I was all surprised how good I was. My own mind used to absolutely torture me with abuse and say, you're rubbish at everything, Jonathan. You're terrible at that. You're terrible on dates. You're terrible at job interviews. You're terrible with people. You're so stupid, you can't learn. It was so abusive. And most of the abuse come from the bullying when I was younger. People said these things to me that weren't true. Back to what Les Brown said. Someone's opinion of you or me or anyone doesn't have to become your reality. You've got to overcome these demons. You've got to get real. You can't just be using this as a popular term like procrastination. It's not cool. listen, that's not who you are. That doesn't sum up your value. There's just a label psychologists use, like social anxiety, shyness. You're bigger than the label. I weren't any of these things. I broke out. That's how I became successful in many different areas, and I helped many of my clients. I want you to get this. I want you to feel what I felt thousands of times in my life. I don't know who you are, whoever you are. I felt a feeling of victory. It is it's not an arrogant feeling. It's not an insecure, it's a genuine love and gratitude. You appreciate everybody in yourself, and it's such a good feeling of victory. When you get past those fears, those insecurities, when people have made you feel that you're beneath them, that you've got no value in this world, and that you're not good at things, and it's never going to change. It's not true. It can change anytime you're committed. So stop hiding under the term an avoidant person. You're bigger than that. You're brave, you're strong, you're confident, you can do it. If I can do it, any man or woman or old or young person of any background can do this. Because I used to think I was the biggest coward in the whole planet Earth. No one knew that about me. That's how I felt. Now I don't feel that way. I have so much confidence because I've got experience, and I changed the conversation. I don't say that to myself. I say, of course I can handle it. I've handled so many things. I'm excited. I want to grow. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Change your relationship with this whole avoidant. What's the opposite of avoidant? Someone who faces things. Change it. I'm a person who faces things. I've got a great character. I'm disciplined. I'm a loyal person. I'm on time. But you can't just say these things. You've got to become that by doing it. So take action. Start with the small steps that you can handle. That list that I just read out, I didn't do it in one day. I started off very slowly. The first step I took was leaving my house. I was afraid to leave my house when I lived in Fulham Broadway. I lived in a rich area, but in quite a poor apartment. And I felt intimidated, living in an area where everyone's rich, and I was down, and I was already scared of everyone. I was really in a bad place. So I started going for these long walks, and at the start I felt uncomfortable inside and awkward. I used to not like walking past people in the street. I used to think that they were judging me and they were looking down on me, which they wasn't. And after going for lots of walks, I started to get more comfortable in public, and then I progressed on to family, meeting friends. Then when I went down to the amateurs and done the boxing in Fitzroy Lodge, it took me to another level. Then that gave me the confidence to get a girlfriend, and then getting a girlfriend gave me the confidence to start my own business. This coffee's kicking in. Then starting my own business gave me the confidence to do videos like this, and then to, you know, attract clients from all around the world and to travel, and it goes on. There's no limits. There's no limits to what you can achieve, but it all depends on the level of courage you're willing to exercise. No one can stop you. Those voices feel very strong. It feels like people are stopping you, but they're not. It's all in your own mind and in your own emotions. Break out. Have a vision, have a goal. Stop saying these negative things about yourself. Stop saying I procrastinate. Stop saying I'm avoidant. Stop saying I'm this disorder. Stop saying that to yourself. You're keeping yourself down. You're discouraging yourself. Say I'm going to achieve great things. Say good things about yourself, and then go and do it. When you say I am confident, I can do public speaking, and then you go and do it, you become what you believe and what you do, and you achieve it. So that's how you do it. Make a list. Let me know if this video's helped. Like, share, subscribe. Remember, sharing's caring. And you know, you come in someone's house, you take your shoes off, good manners, hit that like button. If you're getting a lot out of this video, let me know in the box below. I'll make more videos, all right? Appreciate you coming on. I'll speak to you soon. Have a great day.